Rising gas and food prices, the cost of insurance and maintaining property, all are taking a toll on people with fixed incomes. You've probably seen some of these ads pitched by celebrities.
Hi, I'm Fred Thompson. And you know, if you're like a lot of folks out there lately, then finances might be a little tight.
Retirement your way. That's a pretty big promise.
Not just pitchmen, even some financial planners recommend that older Americans struggling to pay bills consider tapping into the equity in their homes. The government-backed program is known as a reverse mortgage and is available to homeowners age 62 and above. Since it began in 1989, more than 660,000 loans have been issued, nearly 3/4 of them in the last 5 years. Some consumer advocates say that reverse mortgages should be considered a loan of last resort. Benny and Caroline Simmons have lived in this quiet corner of West Virginia for about 10 years. The Simmons inherited their home after Caroline Simmons' mother passed away, and the house was deeded to them. But despite the inheritance, the couple was having trouble with their bills.
Most of our life has been income of around $10,000 to $12,000.
Simmons says he saw an ad on TV for a reverse mortgage. At age 62, he met the minimum age requirement. He got in touch with a broker to learn more about the loan. The couple decided to go ahead and get a reverse mortgage in November 2010. The house was appraised at $82,500.
Our total loan was $47,560 approximately. And they took out about $9,000 for fees. We had some loans that needed to be paid.
The couple put some of the funds in savings, and they also plan to use some of the money to fix up their home. The Simmons say that the reverse mortgage they took out has really changed their lives in a positive way.
It gave us a tremendous financial freedom. Right now, on the first of the month, we sit down, pay all of our bills, and we don't have to spend a lot of money out of what we have left, because what we make with our Social Security and a part-time job pastoring the church, we have enough money to go to the store and buy what groceries we want.
Reverse mortgages are complicated instruments, and financial counseling is mandatory. The loans also come with some high fees and complicated rules set up by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. It is not your traditional mortgage. A Government Accountability Office study questioned the consumer protections of the loan program and potentially misleading claims made by marketers. 69-year-old Robert Bennett and his wife Ophelia had lived in their home in Annapolis, Maryland since 1975. They raised a family there, but by 2008 the Bennetts were struggling to make ends meet. They replaced their traditional loan with a reverse mortgage.
Got into it on December of '08. Unfortunately, my wife died the next month.
Lenders sometimes encourage only the elder member of a couple to put his or her name on the deed because the borrower is eligible for a bigger loan. That's what happened to the Bennetts.
When they set the reverse mortgage up, they took it out of both of me and my wife's name and put it just in her name.
Under the terms of a reverse mortgage, the loan becomes due upon the death of the borrower. In 2008, HUD changed the rule to say the full value, not the market value of the loan, would have to be repaid, money that Bennett would have to come up with if he wanted to stay in his home.
The value of the house had changed from $367,000 to just about under $200,000, you know. So they told me I would have to, in order for me to keep the house, I would have to pay them off and, get it refinanced in my name.
That was money Bennett, a retired cook at the Naval Academy, just didn't have. Bennett got in touch with a local lawyer to help him negotiate with the lender and hopefully save his home. The case is now in mediation, but it's unclear what will happen. In April, the Department of Housing and Urban Development rescinded the rule that was affecting surviving spouses, putting them at risk of foreclosure. The AARP Foundation has sued the agency to change the rule on behalf of 3 plaintiffs, including Robert Bennett.